Hey there, fellow knowledge seekers.
Have you ever wondered about the fascinating differences between males and females?
Today, we're diving deep into the science behind gender differences. Get ready to explore everything from physical variations and brain wiring to emotional responses and societal influences.
So buckle up, because we're about to embark on an incredible journey of discovery about the amazing world of gender differences.
Let's kick things off with the most obvious differences. The physical ones. Males are generally taller and have more muscle mass than females.
It's all about averages, people.
On average, males tend to be about 5 to 6 inches taller than females. Male bones are generally longer and denser than female bones.
Now, that doesn't mean females are made of glass, but it does mean we gotta be mindful of bone health, especially as we get older.
Speaking of muscles, males have a higher percentage of muscle mass than females, partly due to testosterone.
But don't think for a second that females can't pack on muscle. With the right training, anyone can build strength and definition.
Now that we've covered the outside, let's take a peek inside, to the control center, the brain. While male and female brains are remarkably similar, there are some intriguing differences in structure and function.
For starters, male brains are generally larger than female brains. But hold on, brain size doesn't necessarily equate to intelligence.
Females tend to have a larger hippocampus, responsible for memory and emotional processing, which could explain why females often have better memories for emotional events.
On the other hand, males tend to have a larger amygdala, involved in processing fear and aggression.
Females tend to use both hemispheres of their brains more equally than males, which might be why females often excel at multitasking and language skills.
Meanwhile, males tend to show greater activity in the right hemisphere, which could explain why they often excel in tasks requiring spatial awareness.
But remember, these are just general trends and there's plenty of overlap between individuals.
It's all about understanding and appreciating our unique brain wiring.
Emotions, they're a wild ride for everyone, but did you know that males and females might experience and express emotions differently? It's true. And it's not just about societal expectations, biology plays a role too.
Let's start with empathy. Females generally have a stronger empathetic response than males.
This difference is partly due to oxytocin, often called the cuddle hormone, which is linked to social bonding and is released in higher amounts in females.
Males might express empathy through actions rather than words, like fixing something or offering practical solutions.
When it comes to anger, studies suggest that males are more likely to express anger outwardly, while females might internalize it.
This difference could be attributed to testosterone and societal expectations that encourage boys to be tough and discourage girls from expressing anger openly.
But remember, everyone experiences and expresses emotions differently, regardless of gender.
It's important to communicate our feelings effectively and respect the emotional experiences of others.
Let's talk about health and longevity. On average, females tend to live longer than males.
One reason is hormones. Estrogen, the primary female sex hormone, has protective effects on the cardiovascular system.
This might be why females have a lower risk of heart disease until they reach menopause, when estrogen levels decline.
Another factor is lifestyle. Historically, males have been more likely to engage in risky behaviors, like smoking and heavy alcohol consumption.
However, as societal norms change, we're seeing these differences narrow.
But here's the good news. Regardless of gender, we can all take steps to live longer, healthier lives.
Eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, managing stress, and getting enough sleep are crucial for both males and females.
Remember, taking care of your health is an investment in your future.
So let's all strive to live long and prosper. Get ready to bust some myths and uncover some fun facts about gender differences.
You know how people say that females have a better sense of smell than males? Well, it turns out that's actually true.
Studies have shown that females consistently outperform males in smell tests, possibly due to hormones or a larger olfactory bulb.
And speaking of senses, did you know that females might be better at distinguishing colors than males? This difference is thought to be related to the X chromosome.
So, the next time you hear someone say that males and females are completely different species, you can set them straight. We're all human, and that's what unites us. Let's talk about gender roles in society. For centuries, societies around the world have assigned specific roles and expectations based on gender.
Traditionally, males were often expected to be the breadwinners, the protectors, the strong and stoic ones.
Females, on the other hand, were often relegated to the domestic sphere, expected to be caregivers, homemakers, and the emotional support system.
But guess what? Times are changing. More and more females are pursuing careers in traditionally male-dominated fields, and more males are embracing their nurturing side.
It's about breaking down those boxes and creating a world where everyone has the opportunity to reach their full potential, regardless of gender.
What's important is that individuals have the freedom to choose the roles that feel right for them, without being limited by societal expectations.
Let's continue to strive for a more inclusive and equitable society. Males and females often have different communication styles. Have you ever felt like you were speaking a different language than someone of the opposite gender?
One common difference is that males tend to be more direct in their communication style, while females might be more indirect.
For example, a male might say exactly what he's thinking, while a female might use more subtle cues or hints.
Another difference is that females tend to be more expressive in their communication, using both verbal and nonverbal cues to convey their message.
Males, on the other hand, might be more reserved in their communication, relying more on words than body language.
It's important to remember that these are just general trends, and there's a lot of variation within genders.
Understanding these differences can help us avoid misunderstandings and build stronger relationships.
So the next time you're communicating with someone of the opposite gender, try to be mindful of their communication style and adjust your own accordingly.
Let's talk about learning styles. Males and females might have different preferences when it comes to how they learn best.
Some studies suggest that males might respond better to visual and kinesthetic learning styles, which involve seeing and doing.
This means they might learn best through demonstrations, experiments, or hands-on activities.
Females, on the other hand, might be more inclined towards auditory and linguistic learning styles, which involve listening and language.
The most important thing is to create learning environments that cater to a variety of learning styles.
Educators and parents can play a crucial role in providing diverse learning opportunities that engage all students, regardless of gender.
By understanding the unique learning preferences of males and females, we can help everyone reach their full potential. Let's talk about career choices. Historically, certain fields have been considered more masculine or feminine, leading to gender disparities in various professions.
But guess what? The times, they are a-changin'. More and more, we're seeing females breaking down barriers and entering fields that were once dominated by males, such as science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM.
And males are increasingly pursuing careers in traditionally female-dominated fields, such as nursing, teaching, and social work.
This shift towards greater gender diversity in the workplace is beneficial for everyone.
It brings fresh perspectives, fosters innovation, and creates a more inclusive and equitable society.
Follow your passions, pursue your dreams, and don't be afraid to break down those barriers.
Let's take a trip back in time and explore the historical perspectives on gender differences. Throughout history, different cultures have held diverse views on the roles and expectations of males and females.
In ancient times, many societies viewed females as primarily responsible for domestic duties and child-rearing, while males were often tasked with hunting, warfare, and leadership roles.
These divisions of labor were often influenced by physical differences and the need for survival.
During the Middle Ages, religious beliefs and societal norms continued to shape gender roles.
The Renaissance and Enlightenment periods saw a gradual shift in attitudes towards gender roles.
Some females began to challenge traditional norms and advocated for greater educational and social opportunities.
The Industrial Revolution brought about significant changes in gender roles as more females entered the workforce.
The fight for women's suffrage and equal rights gained momentum in the 19th and 20th centuries.
Today, we continue to grapple with the legacy of historical gender roles and strive to create a more just and equitable society for all genders. Well, there you have it, folks. We've explored some of the most fascinating differences between males and females, from our physical attributes and brain wiring to our emotional responses and societal influences.
We've debunked myths, uncovered surprising facts, and gained a whole new appreciation for the complexity of gender.
Remember, While there are some general trends, every individual is unique, and gender is just one part of what makes us who we are.
It's important to celebrate our differences, embrace our similarities, and continue to learn from each other.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And check out our other videos for more fascinating content.